Hello everyone, my name is William Chen. Today I'm going to present you the Bullitt Center case study. The case study will be divided by four categories. The project introduction, sustainable design, project mandates and goals, and the project risk and cost. So let's go over with the Bullitt Center in Seattle, Washington. The Bullitt Center in Seattle, Washington is the greenest and the most sustainable urban office building in the world. It is a pioneer project with a living, adequate, self-sustained, and many environmental-friendly and energy-efficient features. The project demonstrates a performance level that has never been done before, and is the area of waste and harm reduction is no longer blocking our future. The project is located at 1501 East Madison Street, eastern downtown of Seattle, Washington. It is a 6-story office building that opened at the Earth Day of 2013. It has over 50,000 square feet of the commercial office spaces and with an expected lifespan of 250 years. The Bullitt Center, unlike the most commercial office building, which is to provide the highest return. It is designed to focus on the environment and challenge the norms of sustainability. The owner, Bullitt Foundation, and the developer works hand to hand to ensure the project would reflect its philosophy and sustainable goals. The Bullitt Center is seen as the pioneer project to showcase the world what is possible. So let's take a look on the project team on the right-hand side of the slide, which include the owner, the Bullitt Foundation, the developer Point32, the architect, and the commissioner. So let's dive deeper to take a look on the Bullitt Center's sustainable design. As the president of the Bullitt Center, Dennis Hayes, said, the only goal for Bullitt Center is to demonstrate the current state of the art in sustainable design in order to influence the development and operation of other buildings around the world. Therefore, the building was designed under the highest LOIN standard at the time, the Living Building Challenge, which is a framework to consider to be the best for the environment and the most intense green framework for living buildings. So with a project this size become a living building certified, integrated design process is needed to view the whole project as an interdependent system rather than accumulate of the separate tasks. So with the integrated design process, it is allowed every partner to come up with the best possible solution and achieve the highest performance than they could do it on their own. So let's take a look at the site selection for Bullitt Center. The center is located on the oddly shaped lot that about 1.5 miles away from the Seattle Capitol Hill and the Center District area. It was chosen for numerous reasons. First, it has the excellent visibility and easy access by a wide range of public transportation. Another reason why this site was chosen is the surrounding areas. The site is located at a historical and protected area by a maximum height limit. The maximum height limit for the site is 65 feet, and the surrounding neighborhood site only have 35 feet of the maximum limit. So in this case, it prohibits any skyscraper and giant trees in the neighborhood that would able to block in the sunlight. So this would utilize the solar panel on the rooftop to reach the highest potential. At last, the site also have a slightly slope that is immediately at the western side of the building, which is create opportunity for the great water infiltration and vibrant green spaces for the public. The Bullitt Center also contained many sustainable design features. As a part of a living building challenge, the center must be able to reaching the net zero energy requirements. In order to do that, the roof of the building was filled out with 575 pieces of the solar panel, which is about 14,000 square feet. It can generate over 242 kilowatts per hour. So in the first year of the operation, the building generated about 243,761 kilowatt hours of electricity, but they only consume 152 and 878 kilowatts. The sustainable building system of the Bullitt Center can be divided by two categories: the net zero water system and the net zero energy systems. The net zero water system is a combination of three systems: the rainwater harvesting system, the grey water filtration system, and the waste compost system. As the living building challenge requirements, so the Bullitt Center only can using the water it is collected on the site. Besides that, the net zero energy system also including three primary compartments, like the radiant heating and cooling system, the solar panel, and the natural ventilation system. As you can see the slide display on the left-hand side, the net zero water system and the net zero energy system. The net zero water system incorporates the rainwater connection system, the grey water system, and the waste composting system. So the rainwater connection system is actually from the solar panel on the rooftop. These solar panels serve two major purposes. First is to generate the energy, and then it catch the rainwater for the Bullitt Center. So as the rainwater hits the roof, it goes through the filter to remove the large debris, then carry the water to a 56,000 gallons of the container in the basement. So from there, the water goes through the comprehensive filtering system to filter out the various bacteria. Then they also have a special designed 500 gallons of daily use tank to meet all the building's water needs for one day. So one thing we need to mention about is the waste composting system, which is the composting toilet. These waterless toilets are specially designed to feed the water into the basement composter through a vertical pipe. At the same time, this waterless toilet use the biodegradable soap to carry all the waste to the composter, which is about taking 2 years before the first load of the compost leave the building. On the other hand, the net zero energy system, as we talk about the solar panel, which is located on the rooftop, it has a capacity of generating over 230,000 kilowatt per year, which is sufficient to power almost the entire building on its own. Besides that, the design team also to maximize the natural sunlight and the reduction of the artificial light on the bullitt center. It integrates using the automatic blend, the triple panel glazed curtain that allow the specific level of the daylight into the building and maintain the comfortable internal temperature for the tenants. So now let's focus on the bullitt center's the project mandates and the codes. So the Washington State and the City of Seattle regulations have a very significant impact on the development of the bullitt center. So at the state level, the Washington State Energy Codes and the net metering law are two regulations that apply on the bullitt center. So according to the state energy code 39.35D, it sets the energy efficiency standard for all buildings within the state and require all new instructions to reaching the LEED Silver certificate. So the net metering law also require the bullitt center have an interconnect to the utility distribution system that use the net metering system, which is a bidirectional meter that track both energy comes in and out from the utilities. So as a part of the Living Buildings Challenge certified, the bullitt center actually far exceed those basic requirements. So in the city of Seattle also has the most advanced green building codes and mandates in the entire country. These mandates and the codes is applied to all the new instruction and the major remodeling projects, which is covered from energy benchmarking, construction, and demolition waste. So under the energy code, the bullitt center's HV system and the heating and cooling system, solar panel, and the natural ventilation system is falling into the city's jurisdiction. So one of the major challenges for the bullitt center has not been resolved is actually the independent water district. So under the city mandates, the drinking water must be chlorinated. So according to the Living Building Challenge, this is the chemical under the red list, which is banned from the system. So to accommodate the regulation and meeting the Living Building Challenge, the project team designed the 500-gallon daily use tank to store the clean potable water. At the same time, the design team also allowed the water enter from the outside water sources to meeting the city's mandates. So in the city of Seattle, the center also facing several local challenges. So developer and the city official work hand in hand to make sure the bullitt center become a reality. So they partner with the planning and zoning board to ensure the building meets all the zoning requirements as well as the sustainable goal by the Bullitt Foundation. As a result, with the collaboration of the both parties, the city decided to provide the exemption of certain zoning requirements to help the bullitt centers to meet the Living Building Challenge requirements. Besides that, they also launched a Living Building pilot program together to promote the participation in the Living Building Challenge. This program to help other developers to simplify the local regulation and code process from the city. Also, it partnered with the Priority Green Program of the Seattle to expedite the permitting processes. In exchange, the developer must promise to pursue the Living Building Challenge certification in their project. So at last, let's focus on the bullitt center's project cost and the risk. The total cost of the project is $32.5 million. It includes $3.38 million of the land cost, $23.36 million of the hard cost, $5.29 million of the soft cost, and $470,000 of the financial cost. The project's financial needs are supported by three primary funding sources. The equity is supplied by the Bullitt Foundation. The loan is from the U.S. bank and the New Market Tax Credit. So the New Market Tax Credit program serves as a way to complement the existing equity as well as filling the financial gaps. Obtaining the sufficient capital for the project comes with some challenges. The Bullitt Foundation alone has to put much more equity than they expected, provide over 42% of the total cost. The U.S. bank and the New Market Tax Credit provide the remaining 31% and 27%. The Bullitt Center financial demonstrates the total transparency on each design process, which is providing a compelling case to the general public. The Bullitt Foundation lives with their mission of the public benefit and hope more developers will adopt this process in their future projects. So due to the center was a pioneer project and it's first of its kind, there's an initial cost about 23% more than a conventional construction, about $7.5 million in total. The 23% premium was contributed by all sustainable features that equipped in this project. So the biggest piece of the cost was the solar panel on the roof, which is around adding around $1 million to its final cost. With the increase of the initial premium cost, the system also provides about $18.5 million in social impact and the lifetime saving in return. So the majority of the savings come from the energy efficient system, about $10.3 million in savings. Then it's followed by the solar panel, which is about 3 times more than it cost. So in conclusion, with all the savings from the Bullitt Center's sustainable futures, the Bullitt Foundation predicts that the soft cost of the $5.5 million will be completely neutralized by the 20th birthday of the building. Due to many cutting-edge sustainable technologies are implemented with the Bullitt Center project, multiple risks are associated with the project compared to the conventional buildings. The legal issue Bullitt Center is facing is independent water district system. So based on the living building challenge requirement, chlorine is one of the banned chemicals from the red list, which is not able to exist in the building system. However, the mandate by the state law is that all human consumption water needs to be chlorinized. So to solve that issue, the Bullitt Center has reached an exclusive agreement with the county sewer department that work with the design team to meeting the living building challenge requirements. In terms of the financial risk, with all the latest sustainable features, it comes with the premium cost. So even though the initial cost was higher than the Bullitt Foundation expected, the potential long-term saving is substantial. So the Bullitt Center estimated about $18.5 million lifetime saving in return. At the same time, Bullitt Center also partnered with the Seattle City Lights to purchase any exceeded energy produced by the solar panels. At the same time, Bullitt Center also implement a green list to protect the investment to ensure every tenant is sharing the same weight and supporting the sustainable goals of the project. The list was specially designed to outline requirements that tenants must meet to help obtaining and maintain the living building challenge standards. It required the tenant to closely monitor the energy and the water consumptions. To do that, they introduced a dashboard on the lobby and online to show the water and energy use by each floor. At the same time, the management team also create a friendly competition to encourage a sustainable practice among the tenants to establish the sustainable behavior. Even though the Bullitt Center was not assessed by the Global Real Estate Sustainability Benchmark, the sustainable future of the building will receive a very high ranking within these frameworks. As a living building certified project, the Bullitt Center also offers several environmental, social, and governmental values. The environmental value of the Bullitt Center are demonstrated by net zero building system and the non-toxic material of the environmental system. This sustainable future creates an extremely low environmental impact of the ecosystem. As a social benefit of the project, the Bullitt Center Green Futures will produce over $18.5 million in benefit to society over the life of the building. In addition, the Bullitt Center also partnered with the University of Washington and the Living International Future Institute as the sustainable research facility to develop the latest sustainable technologies. Lastly, governance values are embraced by sustainable policy and practices. The transparency of the Bullitt Center provides all its documents for public knowledge and public to view. The total transparency of each design process provides a compelling case to the general public to follow in the future. Furthermore, the Bullitt Center, the corporate policy was developed entirely around the sustainable mentalities. They designed a specific green list for the tenants to track their own sustainable target and share the sustainable practice inside the buildings. In conclusion, the Bullitt Center is an attractive, sustainable investment project and also considered as the greenest commercial building in the world.